In 1974, a big news story broke out. Chief Bolarinwa Abioro, a powerful man in the music industry. He was like the Don Jazzy of today, but he took his popular musician, King Sunny Ade, to court. Everyone knew that Abioro was like a father to Sunny Ade, so what went wrong between them? Sunny Ade was the second artist to join Abioro's record label, African Songs Limited. He was so focused on his music that he didn't worry about the business side. Abioro was happy to help him, and they signed a contract. But Sunny Ade and his band didn't really understand what they were signing. They just wanted to make music and become famous. They trusted Abioro and everyone was happy until the court case. Here's a simplified version of the story. King Sunny Ade's contract with African Songs Limited, or let's just say ASL for short, was for 5 years. But before it ended, he became very famous, and his album Challenge Cup sold over 500,000 copies. ASL wanted to keep him, so they offered a new contract. This one said that King Sunny Ade and his band could only work with ASL for the next 5 years, and ASL would own all the rights to his music and performances. King Sunny Ade couldn't perform or record with anyone else, and ASL could renew the contract for another 2 years or more without King Sunny Ade's input. It was a tight contract, but King Sunny Ade signed it without reading the content of the contract carefully, hoping to continue his success. That was not all. On the sale of every album, which price was then fixed at 6 naira, King Sunny Ade and his boys were entitled to a princely sum of 20 kobo. African Songs would go home with the remaining 5 naira 82 kobo. King Sunny Ade was still enjoying his rising fame, so he happily signed the new contract. His band members also signed, thinking they would earn a decent 20 kobo royalty per album. But when it was time to get paid, they discovered that the math didn't add up. The cost of publicity and promotion was deducted from their royalties, and since they were the ones being promoted, they had to bear the cost. After calculations, Sunny Ade was left with only 15 kobo per album. He was disappointed, but he had already signed the contract. He compared his royalties with other musicians like Baba Commander and realized he was getting a raw deal. He felt like he was being shortchanged by African Songs Limited. King Sunny Ade discovered that his colleagues like Chief Ebenezer Obey were earning higher royalties, up to 70 kobo per album. He decided to ask Chief Abioro for a raise. The chairman listened to their arguments, nodding along, but then he pulled out a copy of the contract they had signed. "A deal is a deal," he said. "You agreed to these terms. No changes, no exceptions." He put the document away, and that was the end of the discussion. King Sunny Ade tried another approach. "Chief Abioro, we consider you our father. We are asking for fair pay, not just what the contract says." But the chairman was firm. "Leave the contract aside? That would be illegal." Someone suggested they seek help from influential friends. Sunny agreed, knowing that sometimes you need someone with the right connections to get things done. They went to see Prince Okunade, who would later become the Oni of Ife, Chief Afolabi Joseph, Chief Ebenezer Obey, and others, hoping they could help mediate the situation. Chief Abioro not only refused a raise, but also pulled out a new 5-year contract. King Sunny Ade had learned enough to know better than to sign hastily. He asked for time to think, knowing the implications of signing a new contract. He was in a tough spot. His new songs were ready, but Chief Abioro threatened not to release them until he signed the new contract. And King Sunny Ade wouldn't sign until the royalty issue was resolved. He remembered his grandmother's wise words. If an Abiku chooses to die during the dry season when the ground is hard, his parents will bury him by the riverside where the ground is softer. In other words, when life gets tough, you find a way to adapt and make things work. King Sunny Ade decided to release his new album with a different company, hoping to use it as leverage to get a better deal with African Songs Limited. He wanted to increase his royalties from 20 kobo to at least 1 naira per copy. However, Chief Abioro was one step ahead. He got hold of the new album before Sunny Ade could even get his hands on it. While Sunny Ade was working on new music at home, court officials showed up with a court order to stop him from releasing the album. Chief Abioro had outsmarted him again. The court order was clear. King Sunny Ade was not allowed to sell, distribute, market, or do anything with his new album. He read it again, feeling a mix of emotions. He thought about his humble beginnings in Lagos, struggling to make it as a musician. He remembered how his first album barely sold any copies. Now on the verge of success, this court order threatened to derail him. But he refused to give up. With determination, he knew he had to find a way forward. King Sunny Ade remembered his struggles, like getting lost in Oshodi and kneeling in the dust to pray. He felt that same determination again and prayed emotionally. Empowered, he stood up and decided to take action. He started his own record label, Sunny Ade Records. He knew Chief Abioro would try to bring him down, so he sought out a fierce lawyer named Gani. Gani reviewed the court papers and saw Chief Abioro's aggressive claims. He knew it wouldn't be an easy fight, but he was ready to take on the case and defend King Sunny Ade's rights. Gani reviewed the court papers and saw Chief Abioro's demands. He wanted the court to declare that King Sunny Ade's contract with African Songs Limited was still valid, stop Sunny Ade from selling his new record, account for all sales made, and pay 1 million naira for breaching the contract. Remember, this was 1974 and 1 million naira was a huge amount, equivalent to the price of 2,000 brand new Volkswagen Beetle cars, which cost around 500 naira each at the time. The day of the trial arrived. Gani came prepared with a vast array of legal resources, including books on contract law, human rights, intellectual property, and even slave trade. He requested that African Songs Limited produced their financial statement for the past 3 years, and court granted his request. The statement revealed that the company had made approximately 900,000 fair compensation. The court ruled that King Sunny Ade was liable for recording with another company while still under the contract with Chief Abioro's company. But instead of the 1 million naira damages requested, he was ordered to pay only 300,000 naira. The court also ruled that Sunny Ade couldn't release another album until his contract with Chief Abioro's company expired in 6 months. However, the judge, Justice Dusumi, took pity on Sunny Ade's situation and allowed him to perform live shows for fees. so he could earn a living and support his family during that time. Overjoyed, Sunny Ade embraced Gani, grateful for his freedom. He realized the valuable lesson that creativity and business acumen must go together. Years later, he reflected, as an artist, if you're producing hit records, you need to pay attention to the business side of things. Otherwise, you'll end up in trouble.
Tochi's dream has always been to live a better life, to bring his family out of poverty, and his way of doing this is through football. But unfortunately for him, he landed in a deadly trap that cost his life. This is a story you won't want to miss. Subscribe to our YouTube channel now and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new videos. Football for Tochi was both a passion and a way to escape the poor life he had become tired of. Born in 1985, he had to move in with a relative at the age of 5, where he attended St. Anthony's Mission School in Ohafia, Abia State. At age 14, Tochi went to Senegal to start his professional career and played for Nigeria in the West African Coca-Cola Cup Championships. From there, he sent a sizable portion of his wage back home to help his family. In a bid to get better placement, Tochi decided to go to Dubai as he believed the city would offer him a more productive footballing career. He decided to go to Pakistan on the assumption that he would secure a visa and a train ride to Dubai. But when he got there, he found out that no such train service existed. Unable to execute his plan, Tochi sought help from a church in Islamabad, where he was granted refuge. It was while he was there he met one Mr. Smith, another Igbo Nigerian, who would change the course of his life forever. Smith provided Tochi with some food and pocket money and promised to help him secure a visa to Dubai. All efforts to do so, however, failed as Tochi did not meet the requirement. Smith asked Tochi if he would go to Singapore instead, while he would meet his sick friend and help deliver African herbs. While in Singapore, Tochi would be able to continue his footballing career by applying for a trial at clubs over there. Smith also said the sick friend Okeke Nelson Malakai, who would be flying from Indonesia, would also give Tochi $2,000. This deal seemed reasonable to Tochi, who also saw it as an opportunity to get out of Pakistan, where he had been stranded. On November 27, 2004, Tochi flew into the Singapore airport at about 1:45 p.m. He was supposed to meet with Malakai, who was flying in from Indonesia, and hand over the package which he believed contained African herbs, as he had been told. However, after waiting at the airport lounge for a long time, a call from Smith confirmed that Malakai would be arriving late, as he missed his flight. He decided to go to the Ambassador Transit Hotel to book a room and wait. No rooms were available, and he decided to wait till he could get one. By the time one was available, it was already more than 24 hours. The receptionist, as per procedure, informed the police of the presence of someone who had been in the transit area for more than 24 hours. When the airport police arrived and questioned Tochi, the officer then proceeded to search Tochi and found in his possession about 100 capsules. He asked Tochi what they were for, and he responded that they were African herbs. that would give someone energy when consumed. He added that he was supposed to deliver it to Malachi. To prove to the police that the drug was harmless, Tochi swallowed one of the capsules and had to be rushed to the hospital where he was given a laxative to flush it out. Tochi was taken back to the hotel where he was asked to place a call through to Smith. The latter told him Malachi would arrive soon. By then, officers of the Central Narcotics Bureau had been called. When the court opened the capsules, they discovered that they contained more than 300 grams of heroin. Tochi was asked to place another call to Smith, who, unaware of the police involvement, confirmed that Malachi had arrived at Singapore and was waiting near a cafe to receive the package. Police swooped in and arrested him too. According to Singaporean law, anyone found with more than 2 grams of heroin is presumed to be trafficking it. At the trial, which began in March 2005, Tochi's defense argued that he could not have known that the content of the capsules was heroin. If he did, he would not have stayed in the transit area for more than 24 hours. Also, when he was informed that the police had been notified, he would have either run away from the hotel or disposed of the drugs. The defense also noted that Tochi swallowed the capsule to prove to the police that they were African herbs, which he had been made to believe when in fact it was heroin. The judge believed Tochi should have been suspicious when he was offered $2,000 to deliver a package. He thought Tochi should have realized something was wrong, since Smith wasn't a wealthy man and was offering a large sum for a small task. The judge also pointed out that Tochi was not innocent and naive, having already left Nigeria to support himself in Senegal and later moving to Pakistan. Then, President of Nigeria, Olusegun Obasanjo, went on a trip to Singapore. He met with the Prime Minister to discuss Nigeria's potential oil export to Asian country. There, Obasanjo mentioned the planned execution of Tochi and called for it to be commuted to imprisonment. He made reference to Nigeria's excellent relationship with Singapore, but the Prime Minister told him that there was nothing he could do to stop the planned execution. Tochi cried for 5 minutes, asking the priest to pray for him before he was executed. A simple funeral service was held at St. Mary Mount Consent Chapel before he was buried.